Okay, so my parents' anniversary is coming up in a couple of weeks, and I don't know, they've been married for like a billion years, but that was my brother and my sister and myself. So since I was like a fetus, I've been giving my parents these homemade, you know, birthday and anniversary presents. And when I was younger, I used to always feel, you know, cheap about it, like it was all that I could afford. So I would make them cards, and my parents' house is basically an art gallery of all of my paintings over the years. They have the original of the first face painting, mixed media painting I ever did. It's framed in their house, along with like 8 million other pieces of art. And I always felt like kind of embarrassed about that, because I was like, you know, my mom probably just wanted like a home goods gift certificate or something, but whatever. So this year, actually, it was my dad's 75th birthday is coming up. And so now it's hilarious. Now that I make my living doing art, now it's, I guess I would say, sort of expected that I make something for them, which I think is so funny. But that's okay. I love them to bits, and they're the best, and I'm happy to do it. So this year, my mom, you know, she said, it would be really nice if, you know, you made something for your father for his birthday this year. And I was like, well, of course, you know, of course. I'm trying to think of what else could I make them that they don't already have, that I haven't already made them. I've made them, you know, oh my gosh, I have like a little owl canvas the little owlets representing their grandchildren, and literally so many pieces. So my good friend Jenny Mano does drawing prompts. I've mentioned her quite a few times, and she had done one of like 3 girls of a graphite drawing. I thought, oh my gosh, that would be great. Can I do that prompt? And she said, well, no, that one's personal. But and I thought, no problem. I'll just make it my own. Oh my gosh. I will do 3 people, and it'll be my brother and my sister and myself. And instead of giving it to my dad for his birthday, which is in September, I'll give it to both my parents for their anniversary presents. No problem. And it was funny. So I originally told my mom that I would make this for my dad for his birthday. And I was like, I'm going to make like cartoon drawings. And she was like, well, don't you think it would be better? Oh, look at my poor sister's teeth. Sorry, Kristen. You know, I think if you could make it realistic, that would be better. Like, you know, clearly they do not want a cartoon version of their children. But like, okay, here's the thing, and this is why I'm posting this video with a voiceover. Do you know how difficult it is to make realistic portraitures of people? Like, it is next to impossible. And even though for a living I draw these like whimsical, crazy faces because I'm completely obsessed, that is like night and day from drawing a realistic portrait of someone that you know. So I've had this problem over the years where, and yes, my brother really does look like that. That's my brother Steve. He's the bomb. He's hilarious. I'm sorry, I can't stop looking at his egg shape. So here's the thing, people, I think, you know, if you're an artist, they have this expectation that you have certain skills. Now, am I good at drawing? Yes. Am I good at painting? I guess. But I am not a portraiture artist, and I have never claimed to be one. I have never said that I could do this. But there is this expectation that you can just do it, and people don't even question it. They're like, well, obviously, why wouldn't you make a realistic one? Like, hello? And I'm like, do you know what goes into drawing a realistic portrait? So anyways, and then I was reminiscing to myself about this past fall. I went to, well, my good friend Claudia Finelli and I, and if you do my fashion illustration course, my free one, or watch those videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. We were invited to the North Carolina Museum of Art, and they had this amazing ebony fashion show, and it was this like black tie affair, and I was invited because a friend of mine is ahead of the special events coordinator at the North Carolina Museum of Art, and she invited us to come and do drawing demonstrations of the fashion, you know, models. And so we were like, that's great, that's right up our alley, we'll come and do that. And by the way, the person I'm drawing right now is supposed to be me and looks 0% like me. So we start drawing, and people came up to the booth and they're like, why are you here? And we're like, well, we're doing demo fashion illustrations. And they're like, okay, whatever, but can you draw me? And we were like, I'm sorry, what? They're like, yeah, well, can you draw me? Like, they could have cared less what our drawing skills were, what our background, what we were actually there for. They just wanted us to draw them. And I was like, oh my God, again, I'm thinking, do you have any idea what that entails to draw someone? But we got put on the spot over and over and over. We had a line of people lining up to be drawn. And we were not there to be drawing real life people. So long story short, I would be so frank with people and I'd say like, look, I can draw you, but it's not gonna look anything like that, like you. And they were like, we don't care. I'm like, you want a picture of yourself that looks nothing like you? And I'm like, yes. And so Claudia and I just looked at each other and we're like, okay, here goes nothing. And we charged everyone a fee because, hello, it's so hard on the spot. Plus there was a line. So the place closes down at 10. We are still there with a line of people drawing. Security had to rush us out of there. It was completely insane. So Mom, Dad, and everyone, if you really want a picture of your family and have it make it look nothing like the people that are actually involved, then I am your girl. And for other artists who may be out there watching this, you will know what I'm talking about. It is no small feat. You get one little thing wrong and your people are not going to look the same. So this is my weak, hilarious attempt at our family portrait. Mom, I did the best I could. Happy anniversary.